Rolling?
Rolling.
So Tucker, when I arrived, was very respectful. And then once I came in, and you can go over and film him. So once I came in and sat down with his guardian to discuss the situation, he started growling. And he did it, the guardian was sitting right here, and he was right here, right, actually he's on this side of her, but right next to her. And he started to growl. The guardian kind of laughed a little bit, and then he continued to growl. And he was doing this while I was giving him direct eye contact. To a dog, direct eye contact can be a challenge. So while he was doing that, he was basically saying, this woman is mine. What are you doing looking at her? So he's kind of challenging me, and he's kind of testing the boundaries. So I was sitting right where the camera is now, we have a sectional couch. And so I got up, walked over, and came and sat right here, right next to the guardian. Now, I didn't know if he had what his bite history was, so I actually used a pillow and put that in between just in case he's going to bite, so I have some protection. And he continued to growl, so the dog was here, I put the pillow behind him, and I escorted him off the couch. Now, when I push the dog off the couch, I push him the edge. I don't push him all the way off. I want the dog to always do the work. So I want him to feel like he's falling off, so he got off. After he got off, then he kind of wanted to jump up on the couch basically over there. I didn't allow that. Then he kind of came over here. He kind of came to several different places and growled and tried to get up, and I continued to disagree. I'm not being mean, but I'm just saying, look, that's unacceptable. I'm going to address it immediately, and that behavior is not going to continue. Now, once he walked away, he kind of went over behind the chair over there, and then kind of growled a little bit. I didn't disagree because that's really mumbling under his breath. And that's fine, because I accomplished what I wanted to do. I will let him know that, no, you cannot be possessive of this human around me. I'm a leader. I'm not going to allow it. I do it very dispassionately. I don't take it personal when a dog nips at me or bites or growls at me. A growl is actually not aggression. A growl is actually a communication. It's a warning. So it's the opposite of aggression, typically. But if we allow a dog to continue to do that, then that's going to cause problems. So what I suggest the guardian do is, as soon as he starts doing that, immediately disagree with him. And off camera, I'm going to go over some different ways for her to disagree. For those of you watching at home, you have to hire me to come to your home to teach you what those are. But by immediately disagreeing with the dog right away, the dog gets the message. Now, if we show little Tucker, he's sitting in the room with us, but he's sitting on the far side of the room. Now, I didn't tell him he had to go there. I just said he could. I just denied him access to any of the furniture, because for dogs, the higher they sit, the more rank or status they have. So if I'm disagreeing with the dog and it jumps up on the furniture, it's trying to elevate itself and get itself some artificial authority. Now, in this case, he wasn't trying to do that. He was just trying to continue to challenge me. But because he was still grumbling and growling, I denied that. And I'm blocking him. And since we've done that, now he's sitting on the couch. He's watching me, but he's no longer grumbling. He's not pouting. I mean, he's probably pouting a little bit. But he's not, it's not affecting him in a negative way. But he understands that this human is different. He's not going to allow that to happen. So the whole point of this video is just I wanted to talk about the importance of disagreeing with the dog dispassionately and not taking it personal when a dog growls at us or nips at us. Dogs are very transparent what they want, but it's indicative of the dog's mindset that I am possessive of the human or I'm protective of the human. And that if the dog thinks it's possessive or protective of us, and then we have other humans that come in that the dog doesn't understand, that can cause it to be stressed out because he thinks he's responsible for protecting the human. And then the other person comes in and doesn't listen to him, that can cause his behavior to escalate. And that can turn from growling into nipping to actual biting and aggression. Now, I don't see that happening here, but it does transition, and it can happen from a Chihuahua to a Cane Corso. So it's really important to remember that anytime the dog is doing anything, they look at it as us agreeing with them unless we disagree with them. And if they are doing something we want to disagree with, we need to disagree within 3 seconds. You just really need to be on it immediately. And if the dog moves away and then comes back and tries again, we're going to be consistent until the dog gets the message. And we're going to have you shoot Tucker to wrap up this video, which, not literally, but you can point the camera at him. But so Tucker has given up and understands that he's not allowed to come on the furniture, and he actually is not trying to come over and claim his person because the human has done that. And if you can see, he's demonstrating what I like to call sleepy eyes. So kind of slowly kind of closing his eyes. It's not asleep, but that's kind of a soft way to saying, I'm not trying to challenge you anymore. Now, the guardian who is filming this has a big grin on her face, so I'm assuming that means that she's very happy with the results we're getting. So this is a good way to end this particular video.